By May, 29 years old. Supply chain logistics manager. 61, solid build, nothing flashy. Wear unbranded t-shirts and well-fitting jeans. Drive a Toyota Tacoma, paid off 3 years ago. Wake up at 05:30 every morning without an alarm. Grind my own coffee beans. Pour over method. Water temperature exactly 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Sip coffee while watching the sun come up over the city skyline from the balcony. Check index funds. Up 0.4%. Nice. Life is a series of calculated risks and steady dividends. I like the quiet. I like the predictability. Be with girlfriend, Sophie, for 4 years. 27 years old. Works in digital marketing, posting Canva graphics on Instagram. She's beautiful, objectively. Blonde hair, gym-toned body, smile that lights up a room. But she has the itch. The terminal illness of the modern age. Main character syndrome. Thinks life is supposed to be a continuous montage of sunsets, Aperol spritzes, and profound realizations on mountaintops. Obsessed with vibes. Uses words like wanderlust, manifesting, and soul tribe unironically. It's a Tuesday evening. I'm cooking dinner. Sous vide salmon with roasted asparagus and quinoa. Nutritional macros calculated. Kitchen is spotless. Sophie comes home late. She's been at drinks with her coworkers. Slams the door slightly. Red flag 1. Tosses her designer bag on the couch. I just vacuumed. Sighs loudly. I don't turn around, just keep searing the salmon skin. Rough day, I ask, voice level. I just feel like, is this it, Anon? Here we go. Turn off the burner. Plate the food. Is this what? This, she gestures vaguely at the apartment, the food, me, the routine, the same thing every day. Wake up, work, gym, dinner, sleep. It's so suffocating. I place the plate in front of her. It's called stability, Sophie. It's called building a life. She pokes at the salmon. It's boring, you're boring, Anon. You're perfect on paper. You pay the bills, you fix the sink, you listen. But where's the fire? Where's the passion? I pour her a glass of white wine. Sancerre, her favorite, though she probably can't tell it apart from Pinot Grigio. Passion burns out, I say, taking a sip of water. Discipline lasts. She rolls her eyes. God, you sound like a grandfather. I'm 27, I'm supposed to be living. I see people on TikTok traveling to Bali, dating artists, living in vans. They look so free. The algorithm. The silent killer of relationships. Convincing mediocre people that they are temporarily embarrassed billionaires or dormant nomads. Those people are broke, Sophie, or they have rich parents, or they're miserable and only show you the highlight reel. You're so cynical, she snaps. You kill every dream I have with your logic. I ground your dreams in reality so you don't starve. Fast forward 2 weeks. The distance grows. She's constantly on her phone, smiling at screens, frowning at me. I check the phone bill. Lot of data usage. Lot of late-night activity. I don't snoop, but I observe. Patterns change. She starts dressing differently. More boho chic. Less business casual. Talks about a friend of a friend named Julian. Julian is a creative director and part-time DJ. Julian has energy. Julian lives in a converted warehouse with 3 other people. Julian is the antithesis of me. Friday night. I come home from work. Apartment feels different. Lighter. Colder. Sophie is sitting on the edge of the bed. 2 suitcases packed. She's crying, but it looks rehearsed. Like she practiced in the mirror to get the mascara streak just right. I can't do this anymore, Anon. I put down my keys. Loosen my tie. Okay. She looks shocked. She wanted a fight. She wanted me to beg, to scream, to promise to change, to book a flight to Peru right now. Just okay, she stammers. You've been unhappy for months, Sophie. You think the grass is greener. I'm not going to keep you prisoner. It's not that I don't love you, she starts the script. I just need to find myself. I need to know who I am outside of us. I need to feel something real. You're leaving for Julian, I state, not a question. She flinches. It's not about him, he understands art. He understands the soul. He sees the world in colors, and you only see it in spreadsheets. Does he see the rent bill in colors too? Money isn't everything, she shouts. That's your problem. You think you can buy happiness with a mortgage and a 401k. I walk to the closet. Pull out the box of her winter coats she forgot to pack. Hand it to her. I hope you find what you're looking for, Sophie. She stands up, angry that I'm not devastated. You're a robot, Anon. You have no heart. She drags her suitcases to the door. I'm going to stay with a friend for a few days. Julian's warehouse. She doesn't answer. Door slams. Silence returns. I listen to the hum of the refrigerator. Check the thermostat. Adjust it down 2 degrees. Pour a whiskey. Sit in the Eames chair. Exhale. It hurts, a dull ache in the chest. But the logic overrides it. She was a liability. Emotional volatility is a risk factor I can no longer insure. Delete her number. Unfollow on all socials. Block on LinkedIn just in case. Time to upgrade. Be me 6 months later. The boring man arc. Routine is sharper than ever. Wake up 0500. Run 5 miles. Lift heavy objects. Deadlift 405 pounds. The iron never lies to you. The iron never decides it needs to find itself in Bali. Work promotion. Senior Logistics Director. Raise is substantial. Invest 70% of it. Bought a new property. A fixer-upper craftsman house on the edge of town. Nice workshop in the back. Picked up woodworking. Real woodworking. Japanese hand tools. No power tools, just patience and sharp steel. The sound of a plane shaving a paper-thin strip of walnut is better than any conversation I ever had with Sophie. House is coming together. Stripped the floors. Restored the sash windows. Built a custom kitchen island. Solitude is addictive. Friends try to set me up. You need to get back out there, Anons. No thanks, I'm busy. Busy with what? Sanding. Meanwhile, through the grapevine. Mutual friends, who are really my friends now, spill the tea. I never ask, but they tell me. Sophie is living her best life. Posted photos of a road trip in Julian's van. Van life, freedom, wild hurt. 2 weeks later, photos stop. Apparently, vans don't have AC. Apparently, Julian doesn't believe in deodorant because it blocks the pheromones. Apparently, Julian's creative directing gig was actually just making flyers for raves that got shut down by the cops. She's back in the city. Couch surfing. Lost her job because she needed mental health time to go to Coachella and just didn't show up for a week. Looks tired in the few photos I accidentally see. Dark circles. Forced smile. The glow is gone. Entropy comes for us all, but it comes faster for those who lack structure. Be me Saturday morning. Local lumber yard. Looking for a slab of white oak for a coffee table project. Sifting through the stacks. That one has a check in the end grain, wouldn't recommend it. Voice is soft, alto calm. Turn around. Girl, maybe 26. Wearing overalls covered in sawdust. Messy bun, no makeup. Glasses. Holding a architectural blueprint tube. Good eye, I say. I was hoping to bow tie it, stabilize the crack, add some character. She pushes her glasses up. Butterfly key, nice. Most people just fill it with epoxy and call it a day. I hate epoxy. Epoxy is the fast food of woodworking, I say. She smiles. Genuine smile. Not a look at me, smile. I understand you, smile. Her name is Alina. She's an archivist for the city library. Restores old books and maps. Also restores furniture on the weekends. We talk for 20 minutes about wood grain, humidity levels, and the decline of quality in modern furniture. Zero mention of vibes. Zero mention of travel. Zero mention of her truth. She invites me to see a collection of 18th century maps she's restoring. It's really quiet in the archives, she warns. Some people find it boring. I like boring, I say. Boring is underrated, she replies. Fast forward 3 months. Dating Elena. It's easy. No games. No tests. No if you can't handle me at my worst speeches. She comes over. Sees my house. You did the crown molding yourself, coping saw. Yeah. She runs her hand along the wood. Sexy. We cook together. She likes silence too. We can sit in the same room for 2 hours, me reading, her binding a book, and not say a word. It's the most intimate thing I've ever felt. She has her own life. She pays her own bills. She doesn't need me to complete her. She complements me. We are two stable systems engaging in a beneficial data exchange. The contrast is stark. Sophie was a firework, loud, bright, dangerous, leaves a mess. Elena is a hearth, warm, constant, essential, sustainable. I realize I never loved Sophie. I loved the idea of providing for someone. But providing for a bottomless pit is not love, it's a subsidy. The incident. Tuesday night. Raining heavily. Sitting on the porch with Alina. Watching the rain hit the garden I planted. Phone buzzes. Unknown number. Ignore it. Buzzes again. Ignore it. Buzzes a third time. Might be an emergency, Alina says. Pick up. Hello. Anon. Voices cracked, wet, shaky. It's Sophie. Who is this? I know who it is. It's Sophie. Silence. What do you want, Sophie? I made a mistake. Classic. I'm in the neighborhood, I'm cold, can I just come over for a minute, please? I have nowhere else to go. Look at Alina. She's reading a book on brutalist architecture. She looks up, raises an eyebrow. I put the hand over the receiver. It's my ex, she's outside, says she has nowhere to go. Elena closes her book. Do what you need to do, I'll make tea. Absolute queen behavior. Zero jealousy. Just pragmatism. I open the front door. Sophie is standing there. Drenched. Shivering. Dragging one duffel bag. She looks wrecked. Hair is matted. Clothes are cheap, fast fashion rags that are falling apart. She looks at me. Sees the house behind me. Warm amber, light spilling out. Smell of cedar and beeswax. Sees the stability she threw away. Anon, she sobs. Julian kicked me out. He stole my laptop. He sold it for drugs. I didn't know he was on drugs. I did, I say calmly. I miss you, she says, stepping forward. I miss us. I miss this. I realized the world is scary out there. I don't want to be a nomad anymore. I just want to come home. She tries to hug me. I step back. You are home, Sophie. You're in your city. No, I mean, with you, you were my home. I took you for granted. I was stupid. I was a child. I've grown now. I know what matters. Stability matters. You matter. The script flip. Now the boring traits are essential. Now the predictability is safety. She's not attracted to me. She's attracted to the shelter I provide. She's a ship looking for a port because she poked holes in her own hull. Sophie, I say, voice gentle but firm, you didn't want me. You wanted a backdrop for your main character movie, and when the movie got cancelled, you wanted the set back. That's not true. I love you. You love that I pay the bills and don't do heroin. She cries harder. Please, Anon, just let me in. We can start over. I'll be different. I'll cook. I'll clean. I won't complain about the routine. Bargaining stay. Pathetic. Footsteps behind me. Elena walks out, holding 2 mugs of tea, wearing one of my oversized flannels. She looks cozy, clean, intelligent. Sophie freezes. Eyes widen. Recognition dawns. Wait, is that Elena? Elena formed the library. Back in college, Sophie used to make fun of Elena. Called her the mouse. Called her a virgin librarian. Laughed at her for staying in on Friday nights to study. Now Elena is standing on the porch of the house Sophie rejected, wearing the clothes of the man Sophie left. Owning the life Sophie couldn't handle. Elena hands me a mug. Looks at Sophie. Hello, Sophie, you look cold. Not a hint of malice. Just observation. Sophie looks between us. The dynamic has shifted tectonically. She realizes she is not the protagonist. She is the backstory. She is the lesson. You're with her, Sophie whispers, looking at me with disgust and confusion, but she's so plain. I wrap my arm around Elena's waist. Feel the warmth. She's not plain, Sophie. She's high resolution. You just never had the bandwidth to see it. Emotional damage. Critical hit. Sophie stands there in the rain. Mouth open. Water dripping off her nose. The fantasy crumbles. I can call you an Uber, I say. I'll pay for it. Where do you want to go, parents? She nods, defeated. Shoulders slump. The bad bitch energy is gone. Just a wet girl in a driveway. I pull out my phone. Order the Uber. It'll be here in 4 minutes. Anon, she tries one last time. I really am sorry. I know being sorry is the first step to growing up. Good luck, Sophie. Turn around. Walk back inside with Elena. Close the solid oak door. Lock the deadbolt. Sound of the rain disappears. Silence returns. Warm, comfortable silence. Sit on the couch with Elena. She sips her tea. She seemed sad, Elena says. She is. Did you love her? I loved the potential of her, but potential isn't reality. Elena leans her head on my shoulder. The tea is good. Earl Grey, 205 degrees, steeped for 4 minutes. Perfect. I'm going to finish the coffee table tomorrow. I'll help you sand. It's going to be dusty. I like dust. It shows work is being done. Look at the ceiling. Look at the life I built. Brick by brick. Dollar by dollar. Decision by decision. Chaos is easy. Destruction is easy. Complaining is easy. Building peace is the hardest thing in the world. But the dividends, infinite. MFW life is boring. MFW I wouldn't trade it for anything.